My sister Cameo and I started this business in 2020, and this is episode 2. So thank you for coming by and just seeing what I'm going to be talking about today. I am going to show a couple of projects that I've finished, some that I'm working on, some yarn that I received, a couple of my Mother's Day gifts, and also a finished object that I'm wearing. Let me stand up a little bit. And that is going to be my Rhodes End tank by KC Knitting Co. I am an Advent test knitter for the past couple of months. I got into that and like now I can't stop. Let's go for my yarn that I want to show you first. I do order yarn frequently, and I also get a subscription box with Yarnable. So let's start with Yarnable. I received this beautiful pink with purple speckles. This is their May yarn, and it's called Sweet Pea. It is a 8515 superwash merino with nylon. You get 437 yards per 100 grams. So I haven't figured out what I'm going to be making with this yet. I'm trying to see what colors I can coordinate together. I also, as a Mother's Day gift from my mom, she got me some Malabrigo, and of course it's pink as well. I used to not be a big fan of pink, and I do not gravitate to it when I'm looking for yarn, so others do have to bring it to me for me to appreciate the beautiful, I just don't see it when it's my money being spent towards it, but this definitely is special. It is pure merino wool, and there is 210 yards in this 100 gram. And it is absolutely like the softest thing. Like squishing it, I think they sat here for like 2 hours, and I just squished it nonstop. She did buy me a couple of shirts as well that were yarn related. I'll be wearing those in upcoming episodes. And oh yeah, you can find us on Instagram, Infinity Yarn 123. I also have another, account that you can look at. It's RARNOLD 2303. I post a lot on that. It is personal life and yarn related. I end up going back and forth and post on both and just tag each one of them. It's whatever is popped up on my phone first. Next, so my sister Cameo, because she loves me and I love her, she bought me some little minis from Crystal Sky, hand dyed, and they are 5 10-gram mystery minis. She knows that I love mystery yarn because you don't get to choose the exact same thing that you would already have in your stash. Having that little mystery gives you kind of like a Christmas feeling, and she just knows I love mystery skeins. So like, look at that. And I apologize for the crunching. I don't want to take them out of the bag yet, which I know Cameo doesn't like that either, because there's no reason why I should be keeping it in the bag, but for some reason mentally it just feels better to keep it there. Really random, but I love this color. I'm definitely going to use these in my like scrappy socks. I just love the heel toe situation. And yeah, this is my yarn from Cameo that she bought me because she's precious and she loves me. I bought some yarn from Sorella. She did her Oopsie sale, and again, that is a mystery one. You don't know what you're gonna get. You get to choose your base, and like you can write in like little notations before checkout what you would prefer or you don't like. Like, I'm not a big fan of the color red. However, it looks beautiful on me. I don't tend to choose that color in clothing or anything like that. So I'm probably 9 out of 10 put in my notes on mystery things, please don't send me red. Sorry for those who love red, just not my color, sorry. So I've never had a Stelina yarn. I've heard about it and I've done research on what it is and everything. I think it's pretty. I just never could think to purchase it. It doesn't, to me, well, previous to this ordering, it didn't seem like a good purchasing choice. But when you're getting 4 skeins at such a good price and they're choosing the yarn for you, and hand dyers, they see yarn in colorways in such a unique way, I just had to purchase it. It made sense. It was a deal. So I bought these for me and Cameo. I'll probably make us like matching shirts or something like that, like a tank top. I'm really into crop tops right now, which, to note, I have an 11-year-old daughter and she let me know that I'm probably too old for it. I don't care. I'll be 30 in August and I'm fine with that. Like, it's okay. I think I still look good and I'm gonna wear them. I'll wear a cardigan to make her feel better, but oh well. So this is Stelina's sock. It's a 75-25. It has superwash wool, nylon, and gold Stelina. So Stelina is kind of like that sparkly that you'll see in it. It's, in my opinion, like tinsel, like a really, really thin tinsel. You do get 438 yards per 100 gram of each skein, and I got the Oopsie package that you get 4 in. There was a minis selection and everything to that extent, but I just needed the like full skeins of yarn. So these are the 4 I got, and like, look how pretty they are. Cameo said that she loved them, which I buy yarn for her and Philip, my husband. That's just, they're my go-to people to purchase for. Like, look at that. They don't have names on them, so I can't indicate the names because they're not ones that she'll dye again. This one's kind of like a taupey brown. And this one, I love this little color. I don't know what you would call it. And then, of course, another pink. All right, and that's it for the yarn that I got this week. Well, past week or two. I have more coming in, and I got some more yarn from the Little Wolf Knits, Brianna. I order her Schitt's Creek yarn because I fell in love with that TV show, and she does yarn inspired by them, and it's a monthly thing that she does. I probably won't show it until the completion, maybe another another 2 weeks I'll show, just because they are mystery skeins and I would hate to be the spoiler if anybody else purchases and hasn't gotten theirs yet. I know that I'd be kind of upset if someone spoiled it for me. So, anywho, I do want to show a couple of things that Cameo and my mom made. So for Mother's Day, I pointed out that I was going to be starting summer sock camp with Kay, the crazy sock lady. It's just like a June to August knit along situation, and I will be casting on several socks on several different types of needles, and I seen they're called DPN holders or pouches, and I brought that to Cameo and my mom's attention, and of course, because they're great, they made me some, and I hope Cameo will one day show her stuff, but I'll just show it on my end. She's very talented, and so is my mom. Cameo made me one with Harry Potter theme. I bought some more yarn. We went to Joann's in Knoxville, which is a larger branch of Joann, and we purchased some Hufflepuff and Harry Potter, like the newspaper clipping type yarn, or excuse me, pattern. So I'll be getting that hopefully, if not soon. My birthday's in August, so she can take her time. No rush on that. But she made me this, and this is her sock. I'm doing the fence post by Slip Sis. It is not released yet. It should be releasing in June of this year. And these were made from my mom. Look at all those sweet little patterns. I'm very a floral person. If it's not Harry Potter, it's always floral. Always. I don't like the plaid situation, but florals, that's where I'm at. Alrighty. Cameo also made me this little pouch for Mother's Day. And it has like a little zipper, and you can hold like your stitch markers. She bought me a whole bunch of knitting needle stoppers. So that's what this is housing right now. I also received my order. I wanted, from Amazon I ordered it. I wanted a light that I could use when we travel, or like when I'm laying in the bed and I don't want to interrupt my husband from sleeping, but I'm not ready to just stop knitting. Bought this. Nitty Natty actually has this on her Amazon listing purchases, and it's not battery operated, you charge it, and I feel like this is way more sustainable for me. And having that accessibility now to knit in the car at nighttime, although I can knit without looking and I can crochet without looking, this probably would be best, and I won't have little mistakes that may occur. Not saying that they happen often, but they can happen. I also purchased my cedar blocks. I did not know that moths and little bugs can burrow into fabrics. Does not matter what it is, they just can tear up some stuff. I bought these to protect my yarn babies. It was like $14 for 60 of them, and they're like cute little pattern. You can actually hook, if you wanted to put them in your closet, you can hook these on your hangers and they'll protect your clothing that's hanging off of them. So I thought that was a very good buy for me. And they don't smell bad either. They smell like just wood, cedar wood. I like this. I like earthy smells now, so this was a good buy for me. On to my other gift from Cameo, because I told her that I would surely make this episode about all of the amazing gifts she made me. Like, that's what it's about. It's my sister. She bought me a sisterhood book, and it's just like a sweet little everyday motivational thing. It really just little quotes that bring me joy and sweet little reminders about how our relationship is. Love her. She's my heart. Aside from my children and my husband, like, man, there's really probably no other person I love more. Alrighty, now stop with the sappy. I'm sorry. That's just, you may hear a lot of that, and I probably will not stop with that conversation. I did get my summer sock camp pin from the Crazy Sock Lady. You can order it on Etsy. She's the Crazy Sock Lady. And this is just one of the little progress keepers. I'm already using my Team Cuff Down one on this pair of socks. And it's just the sweetest little thing. It has the little clasp so I can just hang it on a stitch and just mark where I'm going and see the progress. My boys played baseball. They just ended the season, and I put it on there to see how far I could get from watching their game for 2 hours, and I got about 25 rows with the 9-inch circulars of this. It's just straight stockinette. These are my plain vanilla socks. I no longer have to look at a pattern. I know that I cast on 56 stitches with the German twist rib, stockinette all the way down, heel flap and gusset, and I do about 60, I think. Wait, I lie. 45 is what I got on here for the rounds of stockinette. And that's my first one. So my second one is going. I should have already had this completed. This is not hard to do. I've literally just casted on that many things. This is the Leading Men's fiber yarn in one of their Showstopper. I bought this originally for Philip, and then when I knit the first sock and had him try it on, it wouldn't go over his heel. So he told me that obviously it was meant for me, because he's a good old sport for that. So they're my socks now. I just need to finish them. I haven't been very motivated. I went through my yarn and found a whole bunch of yarn that I did not have any intentions for. So I'm making my sweet Mimi little sweaters. This is the Tin Can Knit pattern. It's the flax pattern that is free on her blog. That's Tin Can Knits. I will be putting the links to a lot of this stuff in the comment thing below, the description box below. Cameo will put that there for anything that I am posting about, people that I'm talking about, yarns, availability, purchasing, so that if you're curious, it's available. And lastly, I finished Cameo Socks. I did not get to get them for her to have for Mother's Day. She knew what they were. And she stopped by before she drove back home with her husband and the baby. And it probably would have been only another like 20 minutes and I could have had them to her. So this is a vanilla sock. And I did an afterthought heel on this one. And they look really tiny, but they are our size. This yarn right here is Hedwig by Bad Wolf Girl knit. Bad Wolf Girl Studios. She is precious and she has like the sweetest little yarn. I can't wait till she starts dying again so I can purchase from her. This yarn is Fur by Surella. I bought it a while back, about 2 years back. And this is just the 15 rounds that I do for the cuff. And then I just knit, knit, knit. And I can actually put it on and show you. Just a sweet little, she's gonna love it. She'll love it. I love her. Made those for her. I'll be finishing her other pair shortly. I've just been test knitting my tail off. I am doing another test knit that has beautiful texture, and I'm only allowed to do teasers on them, so I'll leave that on Instagram because I don't want to reveal too much since it is still in the testing stage and it won't be released until the end of June of 2021. She's very, very, very talented in her makes, and I'm just pleased to be a part of it. But yeah, to go back to my tank top, well, my crop top, wearing my high-waisted jeans. This is where Nina was just mortified that I was wearing. So, well, thank you for stopping back in and listening to my chatter and my shows of yarn. I truly appreciate it and hope that you'll be back for episode 3. That comes in probably another 2 weeks. I'm just happy to be doing this. Thank you guys, and see you later.